Tuesday afternoon, cruising through the South Atlantic Ocean, starting to get back into some breeze, a little west-northwesterly breeze. That should turn into our next low pressure system. And I've got a fractional zero up right now. We're scooting right along at about 10 knots. And I've got my fractional spinnaker right now. It's run through the entire boat, all the way up to the bow. And I kind of had like a boarded jibe the other day where I socked this thing and then I jibed the boat, and then somehow the kite got all tangled up. I don't know what happened, so I just took it all down and put up a different sail. And so now I'm cleaning it up. So I had to take the whole entire thing out of the sock. I'm gonna put it back in the sock. I'm straightening it out right now. I just ran the tapes. I'm gonna, like I said, I'm gonna get it back in the sock, get the sock, make sure that's all straightened out, and then make sure it's all straight, and then I'm gonna, rebag it. So it's ready to go, and I'm going to go ahead and stack it in the port aft quarter for this next low. So, little Tuesday project, getting the fractional spinnaker sorted out. Beautiful sail from Elvstrom Sails and Chesapeake Sailmakers and Challenge Sailcloth. Beautiful brand new spinnaker. I really like this sail a lot, so if I had it straightened out right now, I'd probably have it up right now, actually. But this fractional zero, we're doing pretty good, and it's quite manageable. And I feel good about it going into the night. I've really learned that I like my furling sails a lot more when I have to jibe. I just furl it up, I jibe the boat, I unfurl the sail, and it's a lot easier for me than socking a spinnaker, jibing the boat, running the sock around, and then unsocking it. I've had some kind of like I've had some bad jibes and some messy jibes where just things got twisted up in ways I didn't intend on, and so I just dropped the sail for safety and put up something different. So yeah, still like a learning curve, but that's what this is. This is learning. This is training. We're learning every day. So getting this thing sorted out and then stacked in the back of the bus Tuesday afternoon. Really heavy rainfall right now. This is kind of like, these low pressure systems, the wind goes from the northwest to the southwest. And as I'm learning more and more, there's like a front with a lot of rain between that northwest and southwest wind, and also the temperature drops. So right now the temperature is going to be dropping quite a bit. It's really rainy, and it's probably going to be a little bit windier after this front passes. So just trying to get through this right now. It's less windy than I was hoping for right now. So right now I don't really have enough sail up, and we're going kind of slow, but should be through it just a little bit, and then should be back in the breeze. Going through a rain squall right now. There's 12 knots of boat speed. Just got the main up right now. I just furled the jib because you can see the squall coming on the radar. I think this is the front. That's our biggest puff right now, 28. So we're supposed to see up to 40. There's 30. This is the big puff. This is the front right here. So hopefully everything just stays cool. I just saw 32. I should probably have the double reef in right now. I have a single reefed main up with no head sail right now. We're going deep, so it's pretty deep powered, but all right, let's see how we do. It's Thursday afternoon. We got beautiful sunny weather and good breeze after the front pass. Making good time. Good sailing right now. Wasn't too rough last night. Didn't see anything over 32 knots. Biggest thing right now is my Starlink is not working, so I don't have very good communications. All I have is like text and basic email and basic phone calls. So I don't have very good communications. My Starlink stopped working, which is really upsetting and really frustrating. Hopefully we can get it working again. It's like an account issue. It's not like the technology failed, it's an account issue, which is super stupid and frustrating. I tried to get this fixed for a while because it said my service was going to end on November 29th. And I tried for like a while to get this fixed, and they did supposedly fix it. Then still, as soon as the clock ticks to November 30th, it stopped working. So, really frustrating, really frustrating, really hoping that we can get it fixed, get it going again. So, another evening here, sun's starting to set. We've been out here for over a month, and we've also crossed, we're over 1/4 of the way around the world, and we also crossed the Grand Meridian. So we're now in the Eastern Hemisphere, not the Western Hemisphere. So a number of milestones here in the last couple days, and if anyone wonders why I'm always like inside when I'm taking these interviews, I just tried to go outside and my phone got splashed. So I mean, it's just every time you go on deck, especially with the camera, you risk getting splashed. So since I shoot a lot of this with my iPhone, it's best to stay down here. But I am celebrating right now a couple of different milestones with the shipyard. Quite nice sailing today. You know, it's after the peak of the front passed, so the wind is gradually getting a little bit lighter, but still hanging in there, still 20 knots of wind, and still plenty of waves, plenty of sea state, and yeah, we'll keep on doing this for a day or two and get ready for our next low, which is, I guess, tomorrow or the next day. So Southern Ocean definitely keeps you on your toes. It's very highly variable. It's just like every day has a weather system basically right now. Every 2 days has been a weather system, so it's been a very complex kind of navigation from a meteorological standpoint. But the boat's holding up pretty well. No new problems in the last few days, and just trying to keep on top of things and keep going the right way. So happy 1 month at sea, and like I said, over a quarter of the way and into the Eastern Hemisphere. So hopefully rounding the Cape of Good Hope in a handful of days. We just sailed through that, you know, front here in the last day and a half, and you know, our second low pressure. And yeah, we had wind up to like 40 knots, and the wind is going lighter now. Now it's down to 18 or 20 knots, and we're adding sail as the wind goes lighter, but we still have like a lot of leftover waves, leftover sea state. Really rocks the boat and rolls the boat around, so I don't want to put up a spinnaker yet because I think it's just going to rock us around and then collapse the kite and snap fillet. I think it would just create some drama and potentially break a lot of stuff. But really rolly in the sort of the waves after the storm. So just trying to get through that, and hopefully we get some more slightly flatter water so we can push the boat harder, and then it's the next storm, and that'll be the one at Cape of Good Hope. That'll be in just a couple days. So we'll be in our third low pressure system, I think tomorrow or the next day, as we round the Cape of Good Hope. Still a couple days away from that, but beautiful sailing. Got wind. It's not raining, just got clouds, you know, but partly cloudy, but still have some sunlight coming through. A lot of birds. It's amazing how much wildlife is out here. There's just a lot of birds out here. So still catching some good surfs right now. We're on one right now. There we go. So it's quite a bouncy rolly ride right now, you know, just again, really hoping that we don't break anything, you know, and you get rolled around by seas and everything is kind of slamming around, you know, there's just always the potential to break stuff. So just trying to always listen to the boat and see what she needs and take care of the boat and keep going day by day and try not to break stuff. So this is such a dynamic part of the ocean. This is we're in our third low pressure system now is approaching. So we're on the northwest sort of wind shift on the front of it. Wind is building by the hour, waves are building by the hour, but this is still the good part of it, you know, where we can go fast. Once we get on the other side, the waves are a lot less organized. When the wind goes more southwest, you know, you get this like rain front in between the northwest and southwest wind, and then you get really disorganized seas on the other side with the southwest wind. And if you look at our barometer, you can see the barometer has dropped, you know. It was up here where the red mark was. That was in between the last two lows. But right now it's right there. It's just gonna keep on dropping. So you always watch the barometer. Always watch the barometer as these low pressure systems approach. And also, you know, when you get this northwest wind shift on the front of the low pressure, you do get a warm front because the wind is coming from the north, closer to the equator. So it is noticeably warmer right now, and then it's going to be a lot cooler probably tomorrow or tonight whenever I get to the other side. So these low pressure systems are really, really interesting to navigate. I have reduced our sail quite a bit in the last 6 hours as the wind has gradually started building. So we should be pretty well prepared for it. We might have to reduce sail more as it gets windier, but for right now we're in a pretty good in control mode. We were going really quick a few minutes ago, but I reduced some sail and just trying to be easy on the boat and easy on the autopilot, easy on the steering, easy on the sails, easy on the rig. So low pressure system number 3 is coming down on us right now, and it is Saturday afternoon. I believe it's December 3rd, 2nd or 3rd, but it is a Saturday afternoon here in the Southern Ocean, and this is our 3rd low pressure system of the race. Got a celebration beer going on after rounding our first of the 3 Great Capes. We rounded the Cape of Good Hope on the southern tip of South Africa this morning, about 6 hours ago maybe. Still have some really big and rough seas from this last depression. We saw up to 50 knots of wind last night. The wind has backed off into the 20s, but we still have really big seas, and a number of squalls are kind of coming through here as well. But things are backing off, and so far everything's pretty good. We'll do a more thorough inspection of the boat starting tomorrow when the seas calm down a little bit, and continue working our way east and just trying to position ourselves for the next depression. But so far everything's pretty good. See the big seas out there. Southern Ocean sky. But all's well on board. We're past the first of the 3 Great Capes, and go to Shipyard Brewing.